Chapter 1, The Rebellion Uprising, Star Date 8626.23. Locke had relaxed in her quarters, decides to take a shower. The shower is very soothing. She thought she never wanted to get out. It's so relaxing. A call comes over the wall unit. An image appeared on the screen. It was Doppler saying, "Lockhead, please report to Commander Coop's office." She acknowledges Doppler while still taking a shower, answering, "Okay, got it." Coop, the commander of the Class C Federation assault vessel, shows Lockhead the data he received from the planet Crayon. Or maybe she saw it as he was looking it over. "What's this?" she asked in an angry tone. "It's the intel I retrieved from your planet," said Coop. "Destroy it," said Lockhead as she tries to reach for the delete button. He blocked her hand gently and said, "It's my data, I retrieved it, hands off." "This is some heroic shit. I need you on my team." "I had a team," said Lockhead as she made a vodka martini with sweet vermouth and an olive. She walked over to the seat in front of Coop's desk and started to drift into a flashback as she began to speak about her time on Earth. Coop enjoyed hearing stories from Earth. It was just like being there. It was 1983. Lockhead and her team was headed towards Orchard Beach in an alien submarine. Lockhead leads a team of 2 androids, the communications officer, Ben Fairway, Sergeant Irving Hillock, and Private First Class Fisher, a cyborg. They were to infiltrate the Black Liberation Army for cover while they investigate some odd reports about a powerful sorcerer on Earth and report back to the Federation. They believe it is what they call an offlander. They did not know where it was or what it was. All they knew is that it was feared. It was a dream to some and a nightmare to others. This was supposed to be an easy operation. The moon was full on a hot spring night. In Scooby gear, they landed on the beach at about 9:45 p.m. when they were ambushed from all directions by a death squad. Sergeant Irving Hillock suggested they split up and meet at Ben rendezvous point, which was in Kawa City. Sergeant Irving Hillock and Private First Class Fisher dashed left. Lockhead and the 2 androids took off to the right towards the trails, leaving the communications officer, Ben Fairway. He was on his own. He ran towards buildings and was spotted by the ringleader. His gear was heavy, which slowed him down. Meanwhile, on the trails, there was a gun battle going on. The 2 androids were the best money could buy, and they were there for Lockhead's protection. They were mean, clean fighting machines. They were outnumbered, but Lockhead kept her wits about her. She knew the androids had her back, so without even pulling her weapon, she trolled seductively down the trails. The woods provided perfect cover. The 2 androids killed whoever tried to kill her. They would bet each other on who can kill the quickest and who left the highest body count. They like to be called T1 and T2. Lockhead had them for only 3 months and she trusted them with her life. When they got to the lagoon, they got a distress call coming from the communications officer, Ben Fairway. He didn't even make it off the beach. He was taken prisoner. They had him locked up in the women's shower, Lockhead said while looking at her tricorder. Coop interrupted Lockhead as she was telling her story and asked, "What difference does it make?" Lockhead replied, what Coop continued to question, "Why do you have to mention he was locked up in the women's shower?" After taking a sip of her drink, she answered, "Because he was." "Hey, who's telling the story anyway?" Lockhead seats back in her seat and continued telling the story. "Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Lockhead and the 2 androids cut through the parking lot to get back to the beach when they were spotted." Lockhead was proud of the way they cut down the enemy as they dodged the bullets whizzing past them. It was a work of art. Lockhead was chalked up as she noticed a tear rolling down her cheek while she witnessed such perfect marksmanship. The chatter in her earpiece was a coup-shot who, needless to say, they made it to the women's shower. The two androids detached a hand, attached the cable going up their arm, and shot it to the door. The hands dug into the heavy metal door and pulled it off its hinges, dropping the door at Lockhead's feet. Locke had walked into the room to find our communications officer tied up in a chair being put under some kind of spell performed by a witch named Rebecca. Most of his equipment was scattered all over the floor as a techno-geek tries to crack our code. When T1 and T2 walked in, Rebecca knew her defenses was knocked out. Rebecca and her techno-geek just gave up quickly. The androids went to kill them both. Locke had tried to stop them, but it was too late for the techno-geek. The techno-geek was shot once in the head and twice the chest. But if you were to look at it in slow motion, he was really shot 6 times, 2 in the head and 4 in the chest. That just put the fear of God in the witch, and she seemed more than willing to share. Locke had noticed the witch was trying to put her under a spell with the ring she was wearing, so she killed her. Locke had shot Rebecca in the head and took the ring for farther investigation. Locke had slipped the ring on her finger, took the keys to the car, and fled the scene. When they arrived at Co-op City, the rest of her team had already come and gone, so they reloaded and took off after them. Meanwhile, back at the beach, Rebecca's sister Lisa was at the scene of the crime, holding her sister's body in her arms and noticing the ring gone. She swore to take back the ring in, put a hit out on whoever done this.